Howdy. Time for another Litter Media event of the day.
Guess what?
We have several of them.
Guess what?
What's that?
We hit the button at exactly 11 o'clock today.
Is that right?
That's right.
That doesn't happen very often.
Not very often.
That's the intent, but it doesn't happen very often. Welcome to Litter Media Live on this June 30th of 2026. I'm Dan Ramey, as it says right there.
I'm Aaron Glandon, as it says right there.
Yes, and we're here to share with you beneficial news that you can use. We have a lot of special edition shows today.
Already one down.
Yeah, one down and three more to go. Three more to go. At least three more. Might be four.
That's true.
Yeah, we haven't figured that out yet. All right, so thank you for joining us to get the latest on what's happening with news around the Scioto Valley. And we're going to start off with the weather. Hot, hot, hot. It is hot outdoors. Temperatures, I stepped out a moment ago to allow the mayor and Bill Knowles to walk in for our special edition, and you can melt as soon as you step out the door. So if you are in air conditioning today, enjoy it. If you have to work outdoors or you're going to play outside, make sure you're hydrating. Very important for you this week, because you can see we have high temperatures today in the 90s. We'll be at 95 to 96 tomorrow, 95 again on Thursday. There is a possibility of some rain, but not until the weekend. And with that being said, it's only like a 30% chance, and it might be one of those pop-up showers in that regard. So not something that's going to blanket all of Ohio. So right. It'll be hit and miss with showers. I think they used to call that showers off and on today, but not until this weekend. So just to prepare you for the holidays.
Yes.
All right. Coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for us. So stick close for that next.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
You'll find a surprise when you go to littermedia.com. There's a new batch of videos edited and posted by Dan Ramey.
From the Kenworth Truck Parade weekend. Finally got all of this. I've been working on this off and on for the last 2 weeks. We've finally got some product to throw out there for you. Of course, we had the parade in our streaming, and so thousands of people were watching the live stream of the Kenworth Truck Parade as it was making its way through downtown Chillicothe. But I had a feature interview. I still have another to produce, and if you saw Peachy Queen go through, it was the peach-colored truck going through the parade. Sat down and visited with Bethany Hunt. She's only 25, I think.
Oh, wow.
And
I'm 25.
That's a 2026 truck that she has. And she and her boyfriend, Chandler, they both were here from Monroe, Utah. And I've got an interview with Chandler that is in production, but we hope to be able to share that with you. He's a third-generation truck driver.
Wow.
And I think she's a first generation. But, I think her dad was with her, so she might be a second generation following in her father's footsteps.
How about that?
So at any rate, really cool. So if you missed out on any of the stuff that happened during the truck parade weekend, check it out. Aaron helped out with some camera work as well of the parade highlights, which you can find now at littermedia.com and on our YouTube channel, too.
Yeah.
Coming up, we'll have another Litter Media Live. We'll continue preparing for this weekend's July 4th celebration here in Chillicothe in Yoctangi Park. We're also visiting with some of the major donors for the display. Still to come, a visit with the donors of Homeland Credit Union and also VFW 108. Earlier, Adina Health President and CEO Kathy Edrington talked about the importance for Adina to participate as a major sponsor.
We're called to serve our communities, and we want to be the region's most trusted partner in healthcare. So we love to come out for the community. I always say, Adina has got such a wonderful community health arm, and I'm so proud of what we do community-wise. So, of course, we want to be that major sponsor for this awesome event, 250 years, which is amazing. And it's going to be a great show. So I hope people will come out and enjoy.
Edrington also shared the mission of Adina 2030, a 5-year strategic plan rolled out earlier this year, shaped by feedback from providers to Adina Health, caregivers, and patients as well. You can hear what she has to say about Adina 2030 in the interview on our YouTube channel.
Also on Saturday, a reminder of the America 250 commemoration ceremony on the steps of the Ross County Courthouse. That's at 11:30 a.m., followed by the Daughters of the American Revolution's dedication of the monument in Veterans Park across from Yoctangi Park and the Ross County YMCA. That will take place at 12:15 p.m. The monument is in honor of the 300 veterans of the Revolutionary War who lived and are buried in Ross County.
And when Bob Leach is in later today, he'll probably talk about that monument along with the other monuments that are there at Veterans Memorial Park. Those looking to beat the heat this week, you might be looking for a pool, maybe a splash pad. The Pickaway County Public Health put out a reminder about splash pads that we might not think about. They say splash pads are often using recycled water. So the water that comes out goes right back in and comes back in, much like a fountain. Sometimes treated, but not always regulated. They add the process can lead to harmful germs like Cryptosporidium, also E. coli and Giardia, I think is how you say that, lingering in the water, causing illness. The agency suggests showering before entering, wash hands frequently, change diapers away from the water, and avoid swallowing that water too. And this photo comes to us from the CDC. I was looking at the post that Pickaway County Public Health released on their Facebook page. That link was not working, so I went to what it was supposed to be and put that back in there so we want to see everything the CDC has to say about it. That link is right here in our Facebook newsfeed.
Yeah. If you missed the Lights Over Dayton display on Saturday night, and I missed this. I was at the Air Force Museum on Saturday, but I missed this.
This is really cool.
It is really cool. Quite a display. 500 drones lighting up the sky with different formations, as you can see here if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, honoring America and flight. The National Museum of the U.S. Air Force has shared the display on their Facebook, and we've shared that post on our Facebook. So you can go back in our feed and watch the full display right there.
Can you imagine driving on like I-675 and not knowing that this is going on?
Yeah.
You see it showing up in the sky.
Yeah.
How many phone calls did the police department get? Or, there's UFOs in the sky. No, we know those are actually UASs, and we have approved this to take place. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have to remember that for next year. This was the first time they did something like this. And it takes a lot of regulation to get the skies cleared to be able to do that, especially in that classification of airspace in Dayton. But, when you're the National Air Force Museum, they're going to know the right strings to pull and who to talk and to and make sure it all happens. Ashville 4th of July. preview night is tonight, followed by 4 more days of the annual celebration up in northern Pickaway County. This is my old stomping grounds. 8 contestants will compete for the title of Miss Ashville 4th of July. That will take place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the Village Park. Those contestants are Berkeley Brown, Brylan Markham, Briar Furby, Leighton Thornton, Skylar Livingston, Abby Wilt, Evelyn Sears, and Lydia Markham. Good luck to those ladies. We'll have a chance to meet and talk with them before the Wednesday night competition, and it should be a lot of fun. You'll be able to see them in that parade tonight. They'll have a parade this evening at 7 o'clock. That also has the little Mr. and little Miss contestants in it. They'll have that competition at 8 o'clock tonight in Village Park. So they've got live music every day. Fish fry starts at 5 o'clock daily. Friday and Saturday, everything starts at 11 o'clock. But today, tomorrow, and Thursday, it all starts at 5 p.m. You can read the story at lettermedia.com. It tells you more about the special ride bands that you can buy because they're all a little bit different each day. But the one that everybody's looking forward to is Thursday. They have the first 250 bands will be available for $2.50 each.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, because the others are like $24. Yeah, so those of you going to Asheville, take a look at that.
Get out there early. Coming up at 1 o'clock today, we'll visit with silver medalist Caitlin Brown, who's coming from the Special Olympics USA Summer Games on a special edition of Litter Media Live. She's come back just to meet with us.
And I shared this on our Facebook page. She was at the Pioneer Center and the Ross County Board of DT offices today, and there she is taking a bite. That's not a cookie. That is her silver medal.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a feeling she'll be wearing that when she comes in the door. Looking forward to seeing
certainly.
Caitlin today. Yes. Quinn Chapel AME and the Ross County Unit NAACP announced the passing of Lorene Washington. This happened yesterday. Lorene was a longtime educator and guidance counselor in the Chillicothe City School System and a local business owner as well. Words of tribute to Washington have been rolling out across social media. And if you ever met Lorene Washington just one time, she had a lasting impression upon your life and everybody she's come across. She and her sister, Dr. Jean Kearney, have been very instrumental in Jean, of course, has been a city council person. She's been an educator locally, and I think she was at Otterbein University as an educator as well. So our thoughts are with the family. And if I saw this correctly, I was unaware of this, but if this is correct information, I'm surprised that Lorene was 87. It just blew me away when I saw that because she's always been Ms. Washington to me.
Right.
And a lot of folks have been, again, pouring tributes in, so our thoughts are with the family.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a reminder, the Ross County Continuum of Care to End Homelessness will meet this Wednesday, that's tomorrow, July 1st, at 1 p.m. in the main library annex room B1.
And this came to us earlier this morning. I mean, just about 45 minutes ago. There's been a change to the name of Fire Station Number 4 in the city of Chillicothe. According to their post on Facebook, the change came on a meaningful date as the original station number 2 on High Street closed exactly 56 years ago yesterday. The station known as Station Number 2 first opened on June 11th of 1969, operating as Station Number 4 for more than 5 decades. With this renaming, Chillicothe once again has fire stations in order, much like we did with our microphones. Stations 1, 2, and 3 proudly operating and serving the residents of our community. The milestone also reflects the continued investment in the city's fire facilities. Earlier this year, the fire department also welcomed a new medic truck unit, which is housed at Station Number 2, as well as the new fire engine housed in Station Number 1. Until 2022, the station still contained many of the original fixtures installed in the 1970s. Beginning in 2022, the city of Chillicothe and the Chillicothe Fire Department made a commitment commitment to strategic capital improvements, focusing on important repairs and upgrades to ensure the station can continue supporting our firefighters and serving our community for years to come. So congratulations, and there you have it. Fire station number 2 now over on University Hill.
Okay, so that's the one on the hill. Where's number 3?
Number 3 is over here, I believe, on East Main Street, over by where Tim Hortons is.
Okay.
Over on that side of town.
Cool.
And I know there's still people saying we need one on the other side of the river also, up in the North Bridge Street area. And maybe that will come to fruition one day as well, as the city continues to grow. And so do the needs. All right, coming up in a moment, so look at sports. We've got All-Stars who live here in Chillicothe. Details are just ahead in a moment. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. In this heat, if that AC is not working for you, I imagine their phone is ringing off the hook. You want to stay cool, and you've got the people to do it right here. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it'll take you right to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
It is time for sports, and we begin with the Chillicothe Paints, who are in Johnstown for 4 games, the Mill Rats tonight and tomorrow night. Also, congratulations to Cam Gravel, Samuel Meyer, and Justin Gorski. They have reached the All-Star game. They were All-Star selections, well-deserved. They'll play on the East roster during the All-Star game on July 7th. That'll take place in Lafayette, Indiana.
What names did you say?
Justin Gorski, Cam Gravel, and Samuel Meyer.
Okay, I see Justin and Cam on there. I don't see Sam on there.
Sam's on the column to the right.
Okay.
He's about 7 guys down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Chillicothe Paints. Things got away from the Reds last night in Milwaukee. The bullpen got tagged after Nick Lodolo's 5 scoreless innings, and the Brewers came from behind for a 5-3 win over Cincinnati. Game 2 is tonight in Milwaukee.
Did that first line sound familiar to you? Because I just used the same thing that we used the night before when the Reds let the game get away from them.
Things got away from the Reds.
They did. It's a shame. It really is. I don't know what's going on with the bullpen. Texas scored 2 insurance runs in the 9th inning to hold on for a 6-3 win over the Guardians last night up in Cleveland. Game 2 is tonight. And Western High School is holding its annual Well, this is the inaugural alumni basketball game tonight in Latham. The reason they're doing this is they're bringing back a bunch of players. Coach Hecky Thompson, his birthday was June 30th of 2026. Longtime educator, longtime coach in Western lore. And they will be honoring his legacy in this game. It starts at 7 o'clock. These guys have taken it to a whole new level. I saw a video that they shared here a couple of weeks ago where they had a draft. And this draft was from alumni players.
Oh, wow.
So Jeremy McLeod, who is on the coaching staff for Western, he's also a Hall of Famer. He also lives down the road from me. He was selecting one of the teams. Drew Hagee, who graduated a couple of years ago, he was selecting the other team. So they're like the team captains. And they went back. There's somebody playing there from, I think, the early 80s. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. But Western alumni get to come in for free, I guess, former players, cheerleaders, all that. And they're going to be doing a live stream of it on their Huddle Cam. So you'll be able to watch everything in that facet. We talked about possibly doing something. We haven't had time to plan it properly. So we're going to wait till next year and maybe do a little something with it. So
second annual.
Yes, we'll be there for the second one. But tonight, if you can get out to Latham and check this out, it should be an absolute blast because watching old guys run up and down the floor is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the emergency units will be on standby, too.
Oh, that's good.
So that they can make sure everybody's... I'm sure Steve Fields will be there ready to go to get things up and running. All right, that's a look at sports for you. Coming up in a moment, this date in history.
But first, I want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now time for this date in history, and we take it back to 1977 today. Back to the era of Dan Ramey. And you've got our visual aid.
I do. However, the visual aid is not what we're talking about today.
Right.
So if you'd like to...
if people have, for some reason, never seen these guys before, you can help them out. Marvel Comics publishes Kiss, the comic book featuring the rock group Kiss.
Now, this is not the actual rock group of Kiss. This is Mr. Speed. They are a tribute band, or I should say were a tribute band. When they were in Chillicothe back in 2016, I think it was, 2016, 2017. This is 2016. the guys that are on this side, who are playing the parts of Paul Stanley and, that's horrible. I can't think of the other name. These two guys, last I heard, are still with the band. These two guys over here, the one that was Catman, the drummer, he's not been with the band for a long time. And the guy that was playing the part of Gene Simmons, this was his first performance with them.
Wow.
Here in Chillicothe. But I tell you, I met with Brett Kretzer, and he said, Dan, I've seen Kiss 11 times. And this was that night up at OU Chillicothe. This is one of the Litter Quality Propane summer tribute series concerts that they had. And he said, I've seen Kiss in person live 11 times. You may have well seen them here tonight live in Chillicothe. That's the tribute these guys put on.
Wow.
They were voted, I think, part of, there was this big tribute band type competition that they have nationally, and they were selected the best Kiss tribute band in America.
How about that?
And Matt Litter brought them here. And this day, I was still working at the radio station. This day, Beth Litter took this picture. And a couple of days later,
did they sing the song Beth by Kiss?
They did.
That might be my favorite Kiss song.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I Was Made for Loving You, I think, is one of my favorites.
See, I don't really love Kiss, and Beth sounds different from everything else they've really done.
Big ballad.
Yeah.
But a few days after the concert, Beth walks in with this photo and says, here, in this frame.
It's a good picture.
I keep it on the bookshelf. When I started working here, I said, this basically is where my relationship with Litter Quality Propane truly changed my life.
Yeah. I was trying to find the plot to that comic book that featured them, but I couldn't find it. What I did find was...
I remember the comic book coming out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? What was it about?
I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ironically, according to frontman Gene Simmons, all the band members except himself hate comic books. So he was behind it, probably.
Gene is the guy, he's the business mind of everything. And from what I understand, it was, if they were going to make money, he was the guy that made it happen.
Yeah, that sounds right.
In that respect. So, and he's still doing reality TV, isn't he? I mean, he's still got this life after they become unmasked. And so you see him on TV every once in a while. So what do you have for us in the way of national days?
I've got Meteor Watch Day, Social Media Day, and OOTD Day.
Did you look that up?
I know what that means. Do you know what that means?
I do not, other than today.
I'm pretty sure this is a abbreviation from my generation.
Okay.
And it means outfit of the day. So you take a picture of your outfit and you post it with hashtag OOTD.
Mm-hmm.
You share off your outfit of the day.
So why don't they call it OTD? Because usually the word like of is not a major part of the phrase.
It's also OOTD Day, which means outfit of the day.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things wrong with this.
The editors that put these calendars together, I wonder if they have these debates, or they say, okay, you handle June 30th, and we're not going to talk anymore about it.
I don't know. Speaking of Meteor Watch Day, Theo, the other day I saw a shooting star. I think for the first time in my life, I saw a shooting star.
Isn't it incredible?
It was.
I mean, for me, I've been driving down the road and see it streak across the sky, and I'm like, that's cool.
It was cool.
Am I just seeing stuff?
Cool. Yeah.
And you were seeing a shooting star?
And there's no way to verify if that's what you saw or not, because it's not like it's going to come back.
Right. However, if you happen to find part of the meteor that lands,
right,
different story. And they had that one that hit up in the Cleveland area. What was that, been about 4 months ago, maybe? And then I saw, was it Matt Bruning had a post maybe a week and a half ago that there was another meteor that landed somewhere. So, yeah. Wow. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. All right, that's a look at today's daily show. We've got another special edition of Litter Media Live coming up at noon today. That's where we'll talk about other things that'll be shooting off in the sky, talking about launching fireworks with the Ohio Pyrotechnic Arts Guild. Details are coming up at noon today here on another special edition of Litter Media Live. For Aaron Glandon, I'm Dan Ramey. We'll see you soon with another edition of Litter Media Live.